Hey everybody, I'm Jer. Welcome back to Stock Voyager. All right, so I have been talking about Splash Beverage, did a DD report on them, shared it on Voyager Trades Twitter, and then also shared it on Stock Voyager Twitter. It had a drop off. I did a video this morning about that drop off, what you want to do or what I want to do watching the stock. It has hit that mark where I thought that it would be good to get in. Now we're waiting to make sure it's found support and that it stays even with support. Okay. Let me pull this up here. All right. So they are at 288 right now. Okay. So I'm watching them at this point, 288. This is going to be probably kind of boring, but I want to make sure that it finds support here before I get in. So 291. And I want to show you whenever I get in, whenever I feel comfortable getting in. 288. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get my coffee real quick. I'll keep an eye on it on my phone. Still sitting at 288. We need to find out if this is support or not before we make a move to get in. Okay, so looking at this, it's just sitting at 288. I did a tweet this morning on the Voyager Trades Twitter, at Voyager Trades, about an hour ago. Let me look at the time on that. What is it? All right, so this says an hour ago. And I said looking for 280-ish entry for SBEV. Then about 12, 15 minutes ago, I said, if it doesn't stop to between 280 and 290, I won't get in. If it doesn't go down to between 280 and 290, I won't get in. So it's sitting at 288. 289. 286. We want to see where it finds support before we get in. This is a good price for this stock for a trade today, but it couldn't maintain the 310. It went up to, it looks like it was up at 320 something. High was 342. Okay, so we're sitting at 288 still. 283. It might fall off of that a little bit more. I think in the video this morning I said 279 was what I would expect from it. 283. 285. 287. You want to be careful here because you do not want to get in at a bad entry. Getting in at a bad entry is just as bad as holding on too long. So you don't want to get in too early. You don't want to stay too late. You want to be just right, just in the middle. You want to arrive at the party right on time and leave before the end of the night. So we're sitting at 285 right now. I probably should just do this as a live video. Next time I'll do it as a live video. But I want to show you how I think and what I look at with stocks and entries and how to make money, even whenever a stock is down, how to make money with that stock. So we're at 285. I'm still thinking probably 279, 280-ish. It did kind of drip down to there. It went down to 279. And it may just come up off of this and stay up. We'll see. Like I said in my other videos, I don't like to trade pre-market, and I don't like to trade after hours. And I don't like to hold a stock overnight. It's rare that I'll hold a stock overnight just because, especially with like these smaller caps, unless I'm invested in a stock, with the smaller caps that I'm not invested in, it's just too risky. It's too risky because what ends up happening is well, not a lot of times, but sometimes they will do an offering and the stock will just plummet. This is similar to like an offering, but this is just a gap fill. Like this is just gap filling off of this wild ride up here to, wait, that's wrong. This wild, why is this showing me? It should be just showing me 1 week. Okay. This wild ride here all the way up to, what was this? 4 something. So, of course, the last trading day was the 14th. It went all the way up to there, and now it's kind of just gap filling. And I would not be, like I said, I would not be surprised if it gets down to 279-ish. Might even fall a little bit lower than that, maybe to 250-ish. Somewhere in there. So it would not surprise me, like I talked about in the video, and it may even go lower than that 279. But we're going to wait it out and see if it can't find support here or if it's going to fall even further. I don't want you to, well, I can't advise you. I'm not your advisor, but I don't want to get into a stock that, like I said, hasn't found support for the day because, and it can give you some false alarms, but we want to wait it out here. 284. Because even though I can kind of see 279, I can also see it going lower to 250-ish. I don't think it's going to fall that much today, but anything is possible. We're sitting at 285. 280 was my planned entry, but if it can't find support there, then I'm going to change my plan. And it's always okay to change plans. Even if you're dead set on buying a stock at whatever price, it's okay to wait it out and see if it finds support elsewhere. Instead of losing money, I would prefer that. And then the same thing with getting out. If you see that it's hitting a resistance on the way to your price target for the day, it's okay to get out. It's okay to sell and take even just a minimal profit. It's okay. That's better than losing money because it's hitting resistance and falling back down. So just be careful. Just be careful. 283. It looks like it might fall a little bit more. $280 is pretty safe, I think. If you're gonna get in and hold it for a long term, I think you're gonna see it go back to 3 something in the long run. Excuse me. You may see that happen over the next couple of weeks even, but it would be better to wait it out and see a support that it can hold. It looks like it might hold there, maybe. But it also kind of tricked out and did this thing up here where it looked like it was kind of holding at 3 and then shot up and then fell off from there. So $285. So yeah, I want to do this video and share with you on this what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, what I'm waiting for. So you're here for that journey. You may not be here because it's not live, obviously, but you can kind of see how I play my stocks, what I look for, and when I choose to get in, and then where it goes from there. So we're at 283. $285. $287. Okay. And this may be something that we don't even get in for today. It just depends on where it can halt. 284. $288. $289. $287. Like I said in the video earlier, 279 looks like about right for an entry, but it went down to that and I didn't get in because I wanted to make sure that it was finding support because it just dropped like a lot from 308 down to 283. So 287, 289, okay, 287, 289, 289, 291, 290, 289. So yeah, looking for 280 was at 9:41 a.m. this morning. 289. And I will tweet when I get in, and then I'll tell you on here when I get in, if I get in. 289. Okay. 288. 288. 288. Sitting there at the 288. 289. Yeah, looking at the chart for the week, like it was at 280 middle of the day on Friday. And it looked like it had found support there in between looks like in between 270 and 280. So I'm thinking that's where today's support is going to be, and that it probably will find support and then hopefully pop off of that, but there's no telling. We're going to wait it out and see. So 288. 287. 287. It's looking like this is where it's going to find support. 287. Down 31% for the day. That's a lot to be down to. If I was investing in this, I think I would probably get in at 280 and hold it. What is it? What did we say that the market cap was? 93 million. They are, if we go back and look, actually there's no way for me to, I was going to say, let's go back and look at the DD report I did. I think they did 30. I might be wrong on that number though. Let me go look here real quick. I'll leave this up here. I'm going to look myself at what they did in sales. Okay, SBEV, Google. Let's do Google Finance. 286. Okay. That is not. Let's see. Yeah, so September, quarter ending September, they did 2.83. Quarter ending June, they did 3.29. Quarter ending March, they did 2.42. Quarter ending September last year was 692,000. So pretty continual increases. Looks like they fell off a little bit. $2 million, $5 million, $7 million. Let's do 8 million. So they had 8 million in revenue. Currently they're trading at 92 million. So that's about 10 times revenue. That's actually kind of high. So let me pull up. I'm not going to pull it up on the screen here. But I'm going to take a look at the report I did for them. All right, so the numbers. They did 7.54 in revenue and lost 23.19 million. The loss, though, was because of acquiring Copa. Okay. The lockup period for the stock is over, so we don't have to worry about that. Their current market cap, as of this report, was 136 million. That has fallen off now to 93 million. I think with everything they have going on, because Walmart has started selling Tap Out, their drink in Florida, and I expect an expansion into other markets. Plus, they have that distribution deal with Anheuser-Busch, which has like 50,000 different partners to get their products out. And then they had that recent product rebrand with the bilingual labels. So yeah, and then the CEO has a lot of experience. I can see this company doing very well over the long term, and I definitely stick by my target market cap for the long term, which would be a 425 million. Just comparing them to like Monster Beverage and the recent deal that Coca-Cola made to purchase Body Armor, which is a drink that's comparable to Tap Out, and that deal valued that company at $8 billion. So I don't think it's unreasonable to think then to see that this company could go much higher and be trading at closer to like $13 a share. So 287. I'm thinking it might have found support here. Let's look. Yeah, it's just sitting at that 280-ish, 287. Like I said, I would get in between 280 and 290. Like I said on the Twitter much earlier. So we're at 1130. It's at 288. 31% drop is a pretty steep drop. $290. I think if it goes down just a, I don't want to get in at this until I can kind of see that it has some kind of steam behind it. 289. To 87. It's boring, but I would rather it be boring and me get in at a good number than to be exciting and me lose money. So 290. $288, $290, well, $289. This may be a stock that we just have to wait until tomorrow for and then get in. Because I don't know if it's going to come up off of this today. Like I said, this is why we don't, or why I don't hold stocks overnight and why I don't trade pre-market, because things can change very fast and very quickly and you don't have any kind of control over that. So $2.89. It's pretty boring right now, but that's probably a good thing. I think we're just waiting it out to see if there's any more traders who want to get out. Before we move forward. 289. Just sitting right there. Well, this may be support. It also may be another fake support, though. So we're waiting it out. 288. Okay. Looking at what it did Friday, it went down to 268. But I don't know that it's going to go back to that. $287. Just so boring. This is probably the most boring video, but like I said, I want to kind of give, for anybody who wants to see it, maybe people don't, but I want to give an idea of how I look at stocks and how I trade and what I watch for and when I get in, when I get out, so that maybe it helps somebody, maybe someone else can grow from that. This is just how I do it. It's not advice. It's not me telling you need to do it like this, but this is what works for me. So it's sitting at 290 now. And it can be very boring. Usually, I don't usually sit at my laptop to do trades. I usually will actually get up and be on my phone, walking around, pacing, and, sometimes shouting at my phone. So if you shout at your phone, that's pretty normal. Well, it's pretty normal in my world. Maybe not in yours. You might be like, what? Why is he shouting at his phone? Okay, we're at 290, 289, 287, 288. Well, this says Robinhood showing 287. Weeble's showing 288. If you look here, you can see the most recent trade was 287. So that's what Robinhood is going off of. Okay. There they go. 286. Could fall some more from here, it looks like. 285, 282. And this is why we hold off. We wait for support. And I can be wrong on where I think it could end up, and it could go much lower than what I even think. So initially, 286. Have to be patient, be patient, be patient. So whenever I make trades, I'm going to do those on Voyager Trades Twitter. I will show whenever I buy and sell a stock. I don't know if I'll always do, I may start doing these videos live, 281. I haven't decided yet. If there's enough support for it, then I'll do them live. But you can always just see whenever I make a trade on Voyager Trades, I'll put it on there. Along with DD reports, and whenever I first post a video, I'll put it on there. Stock Voyager, I'm going to start just doing DD reports, posting DD reports on there, and then occasionally videos. But not everybody wants to see updates from me nonstop on what I'm doing. So I have a private Twitter that the Voyager trades, where I'll keep all that information along with my watch list. And it'll probably be a lot, but a lot is going to hopefully be informative for people and help people out. And if you follow the Voyager trades, just turn on your notifications so that you can get notified whenever I'm buying or selling. And maybe that helps. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but that's what I plan on doing. So 285, we're back up to 285. It had kind of fallen down to 281, 282. We're at 283 now. We're going to see if more traders get bored here and sell off. Or if, some people think that this is institutions trying to drag the stock down. Maybe they're shorting it and trying to push it down. I don't know. $285. Boring. $283. $285. Like I said, this will probably be a long video that not many will want to watch, but hopefully the ones that do get help from it. 286. Hopefully it helps somebody. 286. It looks like it popped up to 288. What is Robinhood? Yeah, Robinhood shows it at 288. I think it's testing to see if there's any more day traders that want to get out now. Get out and never look back again. Okay, 288, 289. I think this is actually a decent place to possibly get in, but I want to make sure. I want it to be sure, and there's no way to be 100% sure, but this is the longest all morning that it stayed at. If you look at the line, if you're on Robinhood, you can look at the line and you can see that it stayed at, whenever it fell off at 10:55 down to 283, and it's kind of stayed in between that 280, 279, 280, and 289 to 90 since then, and now we're at 1143, and it's still sitting at 287. Whereas earlier this morning, it was kind of just all over the place. It couldn't really find support anywhere, and then it looked like it might, but also I think people jumped the gun, and then it fell off of that to where I thought it was going to fall to 279-ish, 280. And now we're sitting here and just waiting it out. All right. 287. Just sitting here. There's nothing wrong with this. This is better than, like I said, it's better than jumping the gun and getting in without it ever having found support and maintained support and then losing money. If you got in whenever it did that jump from 3 to 321 or whatever it was, if you got it, let's say you got in at 320. Let's go to a calculator. Still at 287 here. All right, so let's say you got in at 320. 286. Wait. 286 right now. So you would have lost, if you got in at 320, you would have already lost about 11% of your money. So if you got in at that false jump, you would have lost 11% of your money. If you held overnight, if you held from Friday until now, what did it end on Friday here? Let's take a look. I was telling you all, don't hold. I don't hold overnight. I just don't. Let's say you got in at 413. It's 290 now. Wait just a minute. Maybe this is a good place to get in, actually. $413 to, let's do 290. 30%, 29% if you held overnight and you got in at 413. I hope you didn't, but 288 again. Just be patient. Be patient and wait it out. Make sure that you're not going to lose a lot of money. I don't want you to lose a lot of money. Don't lose your money. Okay, 286. Still just holding there. Is it going to go? I'm going to wait it out. I don't want you to lose money. I want you to make money. I want us to make money together. I want us to do the stock market together and make money together. What else is happening on the stock market right now? Let's take a look here. I don't know what the hell. What? What is that? TKLF. Oh, public offering. TKLF. That may be worth doing a video on later. Whoa, Bit Mining lost some too. When did they lose some over? That's a large drop off. Guard Force AI lost 23% so far. Some of these, like, I like looking at the things that have dropped off because, like I said, sometimes you can get in, like this one here, this SBEV, sometimes you can get in at a drop off and wait for it to find support and still make 10% or 20% or 30%. I did that with Hour the other day. It did a drop off, but I waited for it to find support, get in, let it rise, get out once it hits resistance, and you can still make a profit on these. TKLF. I don't know. What are they? Let's take a look. Market cap is 1 billion right now. 6 million float. Shares outstanding is 36 million, which means there's probably some that are locked up. Like I said, we'll take a look at this. Operates as a retailer and wholesaler of Japanese beauty and health products. The company sells cosmetics, skincare. We're at 290. Fragrance, body care supplements, nutritional supplements, medical supplies and devices, and more. It conducts business in China, the U.S., and Canada. We'll look into them. I'll do a DD report on them probably. See what's up with them. They're up 616%, which means that their IPO must have been like great. I don't know what's happening here. I think it looks like they would IPO today. Oh, wait. Well, this happened 4 days ago. We'll take a look at it later. 287, 288. That's what we're at. Okay. That Activision deal did great for Activision. Wow. Be Big, which is another one I did a video on this last weekend, is up about 18%, 19%. It's good. Good for them. Is up plus 75% in a week as shorts fill the burn. True. Okay, so 289. Looking at some other stocks here. 289. This has to be so boring for everybody. But like I said, it's better for it to be boring and not be losing money than to be exciting and losing money like crazy. I don't like that at all. $2.89. $2.88. Those who are patient can win. But like I said, we maybe not get into this today. Let me look. 286. $2.88. Okay. $2.88. $2.88. $2.93. $2.91. I begin to think maybe this is a good place to get in. Let me look. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a good place. So I'm going to go ahead and get in. Let me wait it out. We're still going to wait because it'll probably come off this 292 because some people are going to be like, oh my God, I got to sell. So it'll probably come off of this 288, 292. I wouldn't be surprised if it falls back to 289. Or maybe it might maintain. Let's just watch. We're not getting in yet. 292.2. 295. Holy cow. 293. $294. Okay. 292, 291, 293. I'm thinking maybe. Let's see what happens. This may be a fake out too. You don't want to fall for a fake out, 294. But you also don't want to wait too long. 294. I bet it goes back down to 289 pretty soon. 294. 294. 291. Okay, 293. I'm still not in. I haven't gotten anything. I haven't bought anything yet. $292. Okay. We're still watching this. 292. Hopefully you're still with me here. This is a long video, but it's play by play, and I want you to see how I do this because I want us to make money together. I do. I want us to make money together. That's important to me. 293. And this is giving you a play by play. And I may do live videos at some point just to show this so that you can see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. 293. Okay. We're not seeing a lot of sell-off, which is what we saw earlier with that. Whenever it went to the 317, 320-ish, we saw a sell-off. Okay. I'm thinking that maybe it's time to get in. 293 would be a great number to get in at. I would actually prefer to get in at 290, but it doesn't look like it's going to fall off of that. 293 and a half. $295. Okay, 293. 294. And whenever 295, 294. $295. Okay. Still waiting it out. Just a second. $295. Oh, okay. Do 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 do. 295. Sorry, excuse me. 294. Slow moving. All right, 294. 293. 292. Okay. Still haven't gotten in. 294. 292. 292. It's kind of gradually working its way up. Remember, it was at 288, 286. Now we're seeing at 292. 293. 291. 289. 290. 289. 290. 290. Boring. Okay. 290. 292. Okay. 291. At least it's not back down to that 286. I'm thinking this would be a good spot to get in, actually. But whenever it shoots up from here, is it going to have a resistance at 310? And how much is that worth? 296. Okay. 295. I don't know. There's not enough buying power behind it still. So I'm kind of iffy about getting in right now. $295. It's so slow. So slow. What is today's volume? Volume is 6 million. Average volume is 14. 295. 296. Do 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 do. $295. 294. Still not in. I want to know that it's not going to do another one of those drop-offs, but I kind of doubt it will. But maybe I'm wrong. 294. People maybe have gotten in now and been like, nope, there's not enough buying power behind them, out. And then you'll see it drop off again. We'll see. Hmm. Four. 294. 295. Wow. Okay. Still waiting. I don't want to risk it. 294. 295. 294. $293, $291. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that I think I'm going to, for today, I think I'm going to not get into this one. If I decide to get into something else, I'll do a video on it. But this just doesn't have enough energy behind it and enough people buying to show that it's going to pop off of that. And the risk is too high compared to the reward. Because I think that if it tries to shoot up from here, it'll probably shoot up to like 320 again, maybe. But I'm thinking a lot of people want to sell at like a 310. So you're only going to see a, what is that, 10% increase? Maybe a 10% increase, not even a 10% increase. And I don't think it's going to do that. So you would end up basically just wasting time on trading this. So I'm going to say that I'm going to hold off for the day and play it safe. Even if it did shoot up from here, like I don't mind that because I know that there's a risk that it just doesn't do anything and I just waste my time with it. So at this point is where I go and say, okay, let me look at what else is going on, or just not do anything with stocks for the day and hold out. And then that way I'm not, at least I'm not losing money. I'm not making money, but I'm not losing money and I can maybe make some money somewhere else. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold off for the day. You can do whatever you want, obviously, continue to watch it or whatever. And hopefully you didn't hold it overnight. Like I told you all, I do not hold overnight. I wait for it to, I don't trade in pre-market, don't trade after hours, and I wait for it on the trading day to find a support and hold that support before getting in. This might be support, but I don't think, like I said, I think it's going to go back up to 310 and then find resistance there. So you can make a little bit of money maybe, but you also may not, and it may drop back down to 280 something, so, or even lower. So I don't want to risk it today. So that is what I'm going to do. I hope that this helps somebody. You don't have to trade every single day. You don't have to have your money in the market all the time. You need to do risk analysis and control your risk, and because you want to have capital. And if you have your capital tied up in something like this and it drops, you're losing money. So looking at this, analyzing this, I've decided that I think it's best not to trade it today for me. But I'll keep an eye on it for tomorrow because a lot of times, see, it's going down to 290 now. A lot of times, once a stock drops like this much in a day, it'll be something that you can watch tomorrow, the next day, and see if it finds support, probably even at like 288 or even lower, and then get in, and it'll probably spike up higher tomorrow, so you could actually make a larger gain tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to spend the rest of my day looking at other stocks, and if I can't find anything else to get into, I'm going to use my time elsewhere. Okay, let me, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and like this video if it helped you. I hope it helped you. And I will see you all very soon. Okay, bye now. Mwah.